Alright, y'all, I'm going to do a quick video on an IAT sensor install into an LS6 intake. I've seen lots of videos on the wiring, so I'm not really going to go in depth on, how to convert your harness from a 5-pin to the 2 wires needed for the IAT. I just didn't see a lot of people talking about installing them in the intake, and I would do in the intake pipe, before the throttle body, but you can see I'm very limited on space, so unfortunately I've got to run the real small filter. Leaves me with really nowhere to put the IAT. Just due to the way the harness comes in on this side, it would be, a viable option to put it on either side. Right there where I've got that capped off. Or this side, to put that IAT in, but I tried to kind of like grab it with some vice grips and just wiggle on that nipple there to see if it would come out, but I was risking, I didn't want to risk breaking the intake or cracking it around that nipple, so I'm just going to cut it off flush right there and then take my unibit and run inside the until I get the desired diameter. If this wall right here is a problem kind of running through the sensor, I'll just kind of trim that edge. Ideally, maybe having the intake off would be a good idea, but I don't think it's necessary in my case. I've took like a half a roll of paper towels and really like jammed that full, and I'm also going to be running a shop vac, through it. So I don't think anything's going to get in the intake. I'm going to vacuum it as well and do a good job of cleaning it. So I'm just going to leave it on there. But anyway, I will show you how it goes. Alright, so just for the video's sake, you can see it's a perfect size for that bung for the sensor. It's, you could argue it's a little bit of a thin wall to catch that, but you see it's like a 1/2 inch of, maybe slightly over 1/2 inch of depth for those threads to grab. So it'll eat up the entire thread depth of the sensor itself. This sealer would probably be fine, but I'm also going to just tape it and use a Permatex thread sealant that I use quite often. And but like I said, for the sake of the video, you can see that's a nice tight fit. Plus how clean that will be. Alright, I hope this helps somebody. And stay tuned for the rest of this project. If you want to see the 240Z LS swap 350Z suspension cranking soon at a later date, just subscribe to the channel. Like this if it helps.